And this is a singles match between the current intercontinental champion Yusuke and Leonidas, the tag opponent of Kratos, who literally just had a match the day before, earlier in the day at the time of this recording. And I'm pretty sure I probably mentioned that Leonidas was going to be facing somebody else. I don't think I said it was going to be Yusuke, and I apologize for that. Sometimes I get things mixed up. And whenever I'm doing commentary, I sometimes forget to look at my notes. So I'm going to say. Yusuke's been Intercontinental Champion ever since he beat AA Omega to retain the title after he beat him a while back, and I believe it was New Beginning, so it might have been a Super Show, I can't remember. All I know is that I know Yusuke defeated AA Omega in the rubber match, which was like the third match they had between the two of them over this title. And that was the one where Yusuke retained the title. And now Yusuke's finally looking forward to moving on and away from AA Omega, and AA Omega is doing Lord knows what, besides being the only AOT2 Red World Champion. Now Yusuke saw what Kratos did in his match earlier in the day, and Yusuke was like, I want a match with Leonidas, so I can send a message to Kratos, since he wants to fight somebody that's my friend, I'm going to fight his friend. And Leonidas was like, alright, bet. I haven't had a match in forever, and I feel like Sparta kicking somebody into a bottomless pit, even though I don't. We have a bottomless pit in the arena, and if we do, I was never informed. Just like I said, I think Leonidas just loves the opportunity to be able to get the ring rust out, because it has been a minute since the last time we've seen Leonidas. And it's just nice to see him again, just like it was nice to see Kratos for the first time in forever. So this match is definitely going to be interesting between these two. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. And let's get this one-on-one match between two other Magnesian OGs on the way, and also TAW. Shout out to TAW, by the way. Kicked the midsection of Leonidas by Yusuke, who's just been all over Leonidas from the bell ring. And now Yusuke whipping Leonidas in the corner. And a drop kick to Leonidas. And a knee to the face of Leonidas. Jesus Christ. Yusuke just been all over Leonidas. And a power slam. Emphasized body slam to Leonidas. Now Leonidas with a headlock on Yusuke. Into a headbutt. An armbar by Leonidas, and Yusuke now that Leonidas is finally getting some offense, and after that, Yusuke was just crazy, just shot out of the gate with offense. And now Yusuke with armbar on Leonidas after tossing him like a ragdoll. Now sends him, just whips him into a neck breaker. Sorry. Now Yusuke another headlock on Leonidas. Into the suplex. Yusuke must have been livid after what happened to Goku earlier in the day. Kind of a spoiler there. And now Yusuke is just beating the shit out of Leonidas and just kicked him in the back. And Leonidas was blocking the punch from Yusuke into a headlock. Whips him into another headbutt. I don't remember if Spartans had heads like Samoans or Tongans. I know that's one thing you never want to do is get into a headbutt contest with a Samoan or a Tongan, because they have really hard heads, apparently. I don't know if that same goes for Spartans. So I'm going to leave in the comments if they know anything about that. And Yusuke with the knee drop to Leonidas there. And Yusuke dragging Leonidas away from the ropes. Over cover on Leonidas with Yusuke. Only one count. Another punch to the face of Leonidas. And a headlock by Leonidas and Yusuke. And another headbutt to the Intercontinental Champion. And Yusuke blocks the punch there. Drop kick to Leonidas by Yusuke. Gomba covers Yusuke off a drop kick. Only one count. And then Yusuke with an armbar on Leonidas. And it's just a slap to the back of the head of the Spartan King. And now a bulldog to Leonidas by Yusuke. And now Yusuke picking Leonidas back up. And now has him up for the Alabama Slam to Leonidas there by Yusuke. Going for a cover again is Yusuke. 1, 2, and Leonidas still kicks out. Now Yusuke tried to go for the spirit gun, but Leonidas counters and gets out of it. Another bulldog by Yusuke to Leonidas there. Now Yusuke going for an armbar submission on Leonidas, trying to make the Spartan King submit, which is something Xerxes was never able to do. And Leonidas managed to get out of it because he was like, I didn't submit to Xerxes, and I ain't submitting to you, asshole. Misses a kick there to Leonidas. And Yusuke just whiffing the kick there, just kicking the ropes. Like, what does ropes ever do to you guys? Now Leonidas whipping Yusuke in the corner. Whoops. There's a Sparta kick by Leonidas! Out of nowhere. Now Leonidas dragging Yusuke away from ropes. Gumbo covers Leonidas. 2, and Yusuke kicks out. Just more punches by Leonidas, and that one just knocking down the Intercontinental Champion. Leonidas, not the time to be taunting, bro. Russian leg sweep, or Sparta leg sweep, I guess, in this case. Now Leonidas picking Yusuke back up again. That time knocks him down, and not again does Leonidas. Tilt-a-will power slam there to Yusuke by Leonidas. And something like that. Now Leonidas with the Sparta curse backbreaker. This variation of the Irish curse backbreaker, by the way. And Leonidas dragging Yusuke from the ropes, and he just gets right back up. Collar and elbow tie up from the two finally. Sean McCarty's gonna be happy somewhere. And now another one. Sean's still gonna be happy. Body slam there by Yusuke. Also, people watch this video, go subscribe to CIW because time is recording. They're still doing the WrestleBration special pay-per-view that they've been doing the last couple of days. That's a 4-day event. And Yusuke with the suplex Leonidas into the pin. 1, only 1 count. What the frick? That was weird. And now Leonidas nailing another. This is Sparta. 1, 2, and Yusuke still kicks out after the second. This is Sparta. And it's also kind of weird there. Now they're calling elbow tie up between the two of them. And then another one. That's like 4 now. Into the armbar by Leonidas on Yusuke. Leonidas whipping Yusuke in the corner. Clothesline, but Yusuke dodges. And another bulldog by Yusuke. Leonidas. Now Yusuke going to the outside. Going to the top turnbuckle. Diving crossbutt. Headbutt to the back of Leonidas, which I think he nailed. Gumbo covers Yusuke. 1, 2, and Leonidas kicks out again. And they both just punched each other there, but Leonidas was one of those got dazed. And Leonidas reverses the suplex into a neckbreaker to Yusuke. Now Leonidas is punching the hell out of the Intercontinental Champion. And now Leonidas with repeated elbows to the shoulders of Yusuke. Shout out to the freaking Death Riders, even though that faction sucks. And Leonidas whiffing the punch down Yusuke with an armbar into the drop kick. Now Yusuke going to the top turnbuckle again. Moonsault by Yusuke, which he nails into the pin. 1, 2, and Leonidas kicks out again. That was close. And now Yusuke whipping Leonidas into the ropes. And Leonidas with a belly-to-belly suplex for the Intercontinental Champion. And now Leonidas going for a submission on Yusuke, trying to make the current Intercontinental Champion tap. That would be a huge upset for Leonidas if he managed to win with a submission over the current Intercontinental Champion. And Yusuke manages to hold on and get out of it. And Leonidas picking up Yusuke and now has him up for this his variation of the white noise. It's Sheamus like to use. Gumbo covers Leonidas. 1, 2, and Leonidas pins the Intercontinental Champion. That's a shocker. Leonidas with quite possibly the biggest win of his career, scoring a win over the Intercontinental Champion, which is kind of surprising, especially considering the fact that Yusuke has his title match coming up with Kratos. It can just be crazy, and one of those Kratos is going to be probably freaking shocked. At least he's going to be, if he hasn't already seen this, which he probably has. Huge win for Leonidas, and what a way to come back after being gone for a while. If you just like this video, leave a like, comment, all that stuff. See you in the next one, and I got a bunch more videos ahead. We're in a bunch more maps leading into Heartbreak next Saturday. Either way, I'll see you guys in the next one. Like I said, peace, and congrats on the win, Leonidas. Probably earned yourself a title shot in the future.